Hello everyone, welcome to our new topics. Our today's topics is why we give up. You felt it before, that spark of excitement when you start something new. You buy the running shoes, you open the blank notebook, you promise yourself, this time will be different. And for a while, it is. You feel unstoppable, motivated, ready to change your life. But then, slowly, quietly, the energy fades. You skip one day, then two, and before you know it, your big dream becomes another forgotten plan collecting dust. So why does this keep happening? Why do we give up even when we want something so badly? The answer lies deep inside the brain, in a constant tug of war between emotion, reward, and reason. When we start a new goal, our brain releases dopamine, the chemical of anticipation. It's that rush of excitement when you imagine your future success, the new body, the fluent language, the finished book. But dopamine doesn't come from achieving the goal, it comes from expecting it. So at the beginning, motivation is high because your brain is flooded with that reward chemical. You can see the finish line, even if you're miles away. But as time passes, the dopamine fades. Reality replaces fantasy. The workouts get hard, the progress is slow, the results aren't visible yet. Your brain starts to ask, why are we doing this again? This is where most people quit, not because they're lazy, but because the brain is wired to seek immediate rewards, not delayed ones. Our ancestors didn't need motivation to run marathons or write books, they needed quick payoffs to survive. Eat food, feel reward. Escape danger, feel relief. Rest, feel safe. But your modern goals, they ask you to sacrifice comfort now for something far away, and your ancient brain hates that. Psychologists call this the motivation gap, the space between effort and reward. When the brain doesn't get quick feedback, it starts to disconnect from the goal. You begin to lose belief that your effort matters. That's when a quiet inner voice appears. Maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'll try again later. And slowly, you stop. But here's the thing, motivation isn't supposed to be constant. It was never meant to carry you all the way to success. Motivation is the spark, not the fuel. What really keeps you going is habit. Once an action becomes automatic, it no longer depends on how you feel. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth, you just do it. That's the secret of people who seem disciplined. They're not always motivated. They've just built systems that make quitting harder than continuing. There's another piece of the puzzle too, something called the expectancy theory of motivation. It says your effort depends on three beliefs. You believe your effort will lead to results. You believe those results will lead to rewards. You believe those rewards are worth it. If any of those beliefs crumble, motivation collapses. For example, if you don't think working hard will actually help you, you won't. If you think the reward isn't guaranteed, you won't bother. If the reward feels too far away, you'll chase something easier. Your brain isn't lazy, it's efficient. It's constantly calculating, is this worth my energy? That's why tiny wins matter so much. Each small success tells your brain, yes, the effort works. And dopamine returns, not from fantasy, but from evidence. There's also the emotional side of giving up. When we fail once, even slightly, we often attach that failure to our identity. We don't say, I failed, we say, I'm a failure. That single thought destroys motivation faster than exhaustion ever could. But failure isn't a verdict, it's feedback. The brain learns through mistakes. Every setback gives it new data. What didn't work, what to adjust next time. The problem isn't failure, it's our reaction to it. So how do you stop giving up? Start by changing the story your brain tells about effort and reward. Don't chase motivation, design momentum. Break goals into smaller steps that your brain can celebrate. Reward yourself early and often, not with huge prizes, but with recognition. After every small win, take a moment to say, I did it. That simple act tells your brain, keep going, this matters. And when motivation fades, as it always does, shift to discipline. Remind yourself that consistency builds confidence, and confidence fuels progress. The most successful people aren't the most motivated, they're the most consistent. But there's one more truth most people forget. You don't need to feel motivated to take action. You need to take action to feel motivated. Every time you move forward, even a little, your brain rewards you with dopamine. That's how you restart the cycle. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. So, why do we give up? Because our brain wants safety more than success. Because it fears effort without reward. Because it confuses discomfort with danger. But when you understand that, when you realize your brain isn't your enemy, but your student, everything changes. You can train it. You can teach it that discomfort is not danger, that progress is possible, that effort pays off. Motivation isn't magic. It's a message from your mind, a whisper that says, you can do this, but only if you keep moving. So don't wait to feel ready. Start small. Stay consistent. And remember, every step forward rewires your brain to believe in you just a little more. Because giving up isn't a failure of character. It's a misunderstanding of how motivation really works. And once you understand it, you'll never see quitting the same way again.